In this video, I'm going to show you all the tools that I use to correct colors in Lightroom Classic, or Lightroom for that matter. It's amazing. There's so many things you can do to get very colorful photos and go from this to that, or from this to that. I'm going to show you all the tools that I use to get the best colors without going too crazy like this or too neutral like this, but right on the money. What I want is when people look at you work, they go, wow, it's beautiful. But I don't want them to respond, oh, it's beautiful, but you photoshopped it, or it's beautiful, but you use a filter. And for this, you have to become a master in colors. If your colors are slightly off, the human mind can perceive it, and your whole impact as a photographer is gonna go away. Make sure you watch till the end, because I'm gonna show you the 2-3 common mistakes people do that destroy your photos completely. In case you don't know me, my name is Serge Ramelli. I am from the incredible city of Paris, France. I live in the USA, but I'm the official photographer of Las Vegas, and my work is in 120 galleries around the world through the beautiful network of Yellow Corner. I also have published 8 coffee table books with the amazing publisher of 10 House Publishing. This, as a photographer, could be the most important video for you of the year. Let's dive into it. We're gonna start with this very challenging photo. This is a beautiful photo I shot like couple of weeks just before they cut the lavender in July in south of France. I went there just actually because of the hot weather, they started cutting very early. But anyway, I had this girl that walked into my frame. I'm like, I'm gonna keep her. There's a lot of people posing. So on this one, I'm gonna start by opening shadow, but you see the colors are completely off, like so much off, it's crazy. So I'm gonna bring down the highlights, and then I'm gonna hold on the Option key. If you're on a Mac, it's the Option key, but if you're on Windows, I'm gonna use the Alt key. I'm gonna crush the blacks. And then what you see here are like in red is just pure black, basically. And I like my photos to go from pure black to very bright, so I'm gonna go like this. But you see the colors is completely off, completely off. So the first tool, obviously, to correct colors is the white balance. But there's a problem. If I go here and I go to daylight, I get kind of like, that's kind of how the colors kind of felt, but we lose all the color of the lavender. The lavender was much more purple. What happened? And then if we go to cloudy, it's kind of cool, but again, there was a lot of blue and purple in the lavender that I'm losing. And if I go to shade, I kind of like the sky, but I don't like anymore the lavender at all. So, you know what? I'm going to do shade, and I'm going to add about 40 of magenta, but you have to be very careful, because if you go like this, for example, you know, people, it's beautiful, but people are going to say, oh, you photoshopped it now. You have to go to the limit of human experience. You know, this has to be lavender fields that we can find on Earth, not lavender field that we can find on Mars. There's beautiful lavender fields on Mars. I'm just kidding, but you know, that have crazy sky. So I'm gonna back that down. I do want a bit of magenta, but like I think 40 is pushing it. But still my colors are completely off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this new feature here. I'm gonna go to the landscape feature, and I'm gonna do a white balance for the sky, and I'm gonna do a white balance for the lavender. So I'm gonna go here. This is gonna select the sky, good job. This is gonna select the mountains, I don't really care. Vegetation, yes. Natural ground, yes. Okay, it's not selecting at all the lavender. So what I'm gonna do is I'm only gonna select the sky, create a mask. And on the sky, I think I wanna go even more, not yellow, but a bit more, even more magenta on the sky. But so what I'm gonna do now, because the AI didn't work, I'll show you a little trick that's kind of super cool. I'm gonna go here, and I'm going to say duplicate and invert mask. And now I have basically everything else that's selected. And on that, I'm gonna add some blue. Look at this. And now, look at this. The lavender is coming back to life. And maybe a bit of magenta. That was the color of the lavender. So now we've got a cool sky, and we've got the lavender. But that's not all. I really wanna go further on the colors. So one thing I can do is, I wanna try something that might not work. I'm gonna add a gradient here on the sky. And because we lost completely any kind of blue. I think there was a bit of blue in the sky. So let's see here. You will see right away if it works. You see, if I add a bit of blue here, just a little bit of blue. Nah. I'm not gonna do it because it's not working out. It's just killing my yellow, so I don't wanna do that. I don't wanna do that. I do want to basically maybe add a bit of vibrance. But before I do that, I'm gonna go in here, and I'm gonna go to the color mixer. And I like to play around with the hue, the saturation, and the luminance. So I'm going to take the hue, and I'm going to click here, and I'm going to click on the lavender. If I go up, it becomes very green. If I go down, it becomes very, very, very purple. But if I go somewhere in the middle, so if I reset this by double clicking here, I can click and drag a little bit down, and check this out. The lavender is even more in the correct colors, okay? Perfect. And now I can do the same thing for the sky. I can click on the sky. I think there's too much green and yellow. If I go up, it goes very green, but if I go down, it goes more orange. Ooh, I like that. So now I corrected the hue of the sky, and I corrected the hue of the lavender. But now I'm going to go to saturation, and I'm going to click here on saturation. I'm going to click on the, click on this tool, click here. On this tool, if I go up, it makes the lavender even more saturated. And now a bit desaturated. I think I'm going to desaturate it just a little bit. And on the sky, I can click here, make it more saturated or less saturated. I'm going to make it a bit more saturated. So I desaturated a bit the lavender. And look at this. Look before and after the color mixer. Isn't that crazy? And if you want to fine tune even more, you can go to point color. I can click here, click on the lavender. And I'm like, ooh, I want it to be a little more purple. So I'm going to move it toward the purple. Look at that. And now it's adding a bit more purple in the lavender. I can click another point of the lavender, which is this point here. Okay, this color has already been, let's say this one. Oh, see, it picked another one. And now I can move it up or down. And I can fine tune even more the colors. I mean, look at the difference before, after. And your eyes adapt very much. You have to be very careful not to, you might go overboard because your eyes adapt a lot. So you want to be very careful. On this one, I do want to erase, that and that. Unfortunately, this option is not yet available in Lightroom, but it is in Photoshop. So I can go in here and I can erase that. And I can erase that because that's really not nice. But I can't erase the cables. I could do it by hand like this, but it's not great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase these two things. And there's a feature in Photoshop where in one click I can erase the wire because I really want this photo to be perfect. And you can see here, so I erase this, but there's some sort of shadow left. That's because you need to click here. That's a new feature where you need to update the AI. And you will see, check it out, boom, and now it's perfect. But we still have the wires. So really quick, I'm just gonna go to Photoshop. You go to the remove tool and you click on find distraction, wires and cable, remove. And that's crazy. And that's coming to Lightroom, by the way. It's gonna come any minute into Lightroom. And boom, no more cables. Here is the final result. One of my favorite lavender photo of the year. Now, I want to show you an even more complex project. This is a photo of the Antelope Canyon, and it's an HDR. So on this one, I'm going to open the shadow. I'm going to bring down the highlights, and look how bad the sky is. I'm going to set my black point. So that's about much. And I'm going to reveal the photo with the white. Okay, I kind of like it, but look, the sky is really weird and the colors are weird because the canyon are really hard on the white balance. So on the white balance, I'm going to go to daylight, see how it looks. I kind of like daylight, but you see, the canyons, they really go from blue to orange and to yellow, and that's kind of missing. So I'm going to start with a daylight white balance, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of magenta. But to make things even more interesting, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to add a big radial gradient around the lady in the wind here. Not on the sky, but just the lady in the wind. And on that, I'm going to add a lot of light and a lot of yellow, okay? And I'm going to make this really big. I don't want it to touch the sky though. Like big like this, okay? But I'm overdoing it at first because I want it to go from blue to orange to yellow, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go on my mask. This is a bit technical. And I'm going to go subtract, select object. And I'm just going to brush over the lady in the wind. That rock, the Navarros call it the lady in the wind because it looks like a lady in the wind. And check this out. Boom. And now the yellow is behind the lady in the wind. And the light. And now, okay, it's a little too strong on the exposure. But look at this. We go from orange to yellow, but we're still missing the blue. So to add back the blue, first I'm going to select the sky. But if I go to sky selection, there's a good chance it doesn't work. You see, couldn't find because it doesn't understand that this is sky. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to go select object and select the sky. And that should work. And I'm going to add blue just on the sky here. Yes. And then I can zoom in. And yeah, it's pretty good now. So now we got the blue, we got the orange, got the yellow. And again, what you need to do, and that's going to make a lot of difference, is you go to the color mixer here. So not point color, but color mixer. And same thing here. I'm going to click here on this tool. I'm going to click on this rock here. I'm going to go up. It goes very yellow. Down is very, ooh, I like down. So I'm going to go down like this. And then just click on different places. I'm going to click here. I'm going to go up and down. I like that down. Okay. I want to be more precise. So I'm going to take point color. I'm going to take that orange here. And I'm like, what do I want to go? Do I want to go more red or more orange? Oh, I definitely want to go more red on this one. That's good. And then I'm going to click here and take this color here. And I'm like, do I want to go more orange or more? I think I want to go a little bit more magenta, like that. And now you're adding a lot of, I mean, look at the difference before, after. We're adding a lot of colors, but that's not all. That is not all. I want to add a little bit of blue back because blue is missing. So I'm going to take a gradient here for the sky. And I'm just going to add a bit of blue here. So you see the blue is coming here. So now it goes blue, orange, and yellow. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. A big gradient, and I'm adding a bit of blue. Okay, and maybe even making it a bit darker. And check this out. I think this photo, I want to go like 4x5x because I want to go just in the middle here. Look at this. Now we really have the orange, the yellow. So you can really play around with colors. And the thing is, what you don't want to do, and I see a lot of people do that. Let me create a virtual copy on this one, is having the white balance completely off like this, like that's completely wrong, Or look at this photo here. This is the final photo. So on this one, I'm going to make also the white balance like very blue. That's like, it feels really off or very green. Like if you've got the wrong white balance, it totally messes up your photo. You got to nail the colors exactly, wrong, right, and voila. By the way, watch this video where I reveal 3 secrets on how I managed to get picked up out of 70 photographers to become the official photographer of Vegas. It will teach you a lot about creating a brand with your photography. Watch it.